Okay, I'm back. Did you miss me? All right, number 22, 2x cubed minus 7x squared plus 6x minus 21. Can't believe I messed up number 21. hate when I do that. There's no common factor in all four of them. So, greatest common factor is x squared. That's 2x minus 7. 2x minus 7, and that is positive 3. So, 2x minus 7, x squared plus 3. I hope you can do grouping by now because we really need to know how to do it for the next 2 months. And if you're having trouble with grouping, we need to see each other in the morning. 14 y to the fourth minus 7y squared minus 21y. Did you notice they all have a y and they all have a 7? So, on number 23, I took out a 7y. That's 2y to the third minus y minus 3. Okay, double check. 14y to the fourth, negative 7y squared, negative 21y. That is the correct answer, and that's as far as you can go before you learn how to factor those. Number 24 had an x squared plus 8 as a common binomial, and then what was left over was x, and there was nothing there except a negative, so you have to put in a 1. If you don't put a 1 in, you're never going to get the answer back that you started with. Okay? Number 25, negative 6x cubed plus 7x squared minus 18x plus 21. My paper here says to factor out the negative first. So I already told you to do that, so I don't know why that was such a hint. You already know that. We're going to take out the negative. Are we? Yeah, I guess we are. Negative 6. Common factor is x squared times 6x. See why I took out a negative so I don't have a negative there. 6x to the third negative minus, negative times negative is positive, 7. 6x minus 7, and we need a negative 3. Negative times positive, negative times negative, we're good. Final answer, 6x minus 7. Oh, we're going to get a negative anyway. Negative x squared minus 3. Sorry, you get a negative anyway. Pull that out, we get a negative. Leave that alone. And change the sign. X squared plus 3. Okay? I don't know why I told you. Oh, I know what I meant. This is something I haven't showed you, and I want you to watch. Negative 6x cubed plus 7x squared. I'm going to do the exact same problem again, only this time, since I know I'm going to get a negative, I'm going to pull out the negative completely. And I'm going to rewrite this as 6x cubed minus 7x squared plus 18x minus 21. See what I did? I just rewrote the whole thing as opposites. And I got that negative out of there right away. So now I can group this. Don't forget that negative. And I get x squared times 6x minus 7. 6x minus 7. And then positive 3. So now 6x minus 7, x squared plus 3. I don't think I told you that when you have nothing in common of all of them, you really should get rid of the leading coefficient as negative. But if you got the right answer, it doesn't matter. We'll just work on that more in the next chapter when we're factoring all the time. Anyway, that was the second way to do it that I think I never even mentioned, but maybe somebody figured it out. Okay, so number 26, 5a to the 8th minus 25a to the 7th plus 5a all over 5a. we're going to pull out a 5a times a to the 7th minus 5a to the 6th plus 1. You can't forget the 1 or you won't have that 5a. All over 5a, cross that out. Final answer is that. Yep. Let me just check and make sure. I hate to come back and be told that I have a mistake because everybody likes to get me doing them wrong. We only have 2 left. 35, a to the 8th, b squared plus, oh, this is a killer, a to the 7th, b squared plus 7, a to the 7th, b to the 3rd minus 14, a to the 7th, b to the 4th. Man, if you got this one right, you are on a roll. I will not put one this hard on your test, but maybe I'll do a bonus. Okay, so the greatest common factor for this one is a to the 7th, and then b, we have squared, squared, squared. All right? Now let's go about getting that back. We have 35a plus 1 plus 7b minus 14b squared. If I had written these in order first, my life would have been a lot easier, but I'm going to go ahead and do that this way because I guess you didn't write it in order either. Ah, look how easy that's going to be. Gone, gone. So, when you're writing your answer, you should, nobody's going to get this. All right, 35, oh, negative 14b squared, right, highest degree. Then in alphabetical would give us 35a, and then we would have 7b plus 1 all over just 14. Can't cancel out, it's plus now, but you got to pull out your negative. Negative 14b squared minus 35a minus 7b minus 1 all over 14. Man, if you got that right, I'd like to know it when I get back. That's rocking. I think the reason I gave you that one is because I might have a bonus like that. I'm certainly not going to test you on anything that hard. Okay, number 28. 28's more like one I might test you on. 12w cubed minus 24w squared plus 12w all over. I'm going to write it in order. Negative 3w squared plus w. This was backwards, but in order makes life easier. So, greatest common factor here looks like a 12w times w squared minus 2w plus 1 all over, let's factor that, negative 3w times w plus, that's not right, negative 3w is not the greatest common factor, negative w. If you didn't make it negative, then you got a negative in there and you got to fix it anyway. So I'm taking it out now. Negative w, 3w minus 1. Negative times negative is positive. Yep. Okay. Now, this is crazy. Probably won't do one this hard either. You can cross out your w's, but you still have that negative 1 down there. So, final answer, 12w squared minus 2w plus 1 all over negative 3w minus 1. What you could have done is rewritten that as 12, now this is fine, w squared minus 2w plus 1, and then, nope, that gives you a leading coefficient that's negative and we don't want it. That's the right answer. My bad. I would not mark it wrong though. You guys aren't used to doing this. I would mark that right. Oh, no, that's it. Just for a second I thought I could divide those, but I can't because it's plus. This is the right answer. This is acceptable. Leading coefficient being negative is going to come into play in chapter 9 when we're solving quadratics. It is not the end of the world right now that you have one that's negative, although having it inside parentheses negative should be fixed. Like that. Okay, that's it. Watch the video again, do what you have to do. When you're working on K, keep in mind this is the very last review for the test. You're seeing the same thing over and over, so take a hint. If there's a rectangle problem finding the shaded area more than once, you're probably going to have one on the test. And when I come back on Tuesday, we will do that worksheet together, K, and maybe do some board work, and test is Wednesday. I wish I could say I'm thinking about you right now, but I'm not. Have a great weekend.